Fitness and Finance with Patrick, whatever you want to call it. But we come here and we talk about physical fitness and financial fitness, how to be in our best shapes ever physically, best shapes ever financially. And we do it 6:45 to 8 a.m. right here in my garage gym. And we call it da-da, the dungeon. So, anyways, good morning. Happy Thursday today, isn't it? Thursday it is today. I'm gonna get my Bluetooth speaker popped on here, and we're gonna get right to it. Oops. Good morning, Dex. There. Mhm. How are you, Dexter Holiday 3154? What's the 3154 part of your name? I don't know, bro. Dexter 3154. 414 212 313. Ah, it's cold today. It's a little chilly in here. You know that? You headed home from Texas, from good old Texas. Heading home from Texas. Very cool. In the what? In the you stopped. What was I going to do today, actually? Huh? What was it? Do, 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 do. I didn't come up with squat to do today, so we're gonna have open forum. What's up, Dex? You can chat with me this morning because I don't have anything planned. I felt really bad yesterday. I didn't even know if I was gonna be up early this morning um, to do all this. I felt like weird yesterday evening. Got really tired. I was overly tired. And I thought, I don't even know, man. Maybe I need a day off. But we're up and at it. Ain't no days off, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. All right. What in the world? Come on. There we go. All right. No days off. That's right. No days off. What's up, man? What's on your mind though? Like let's throw down a subject, bro. I'll let you lead the show today, Dex, since you're driving. I'm sure you're driving. Sounds like you're driving. But if you're just driving out there on the road, then you got time. If I can get my computer to work here. Jeez. Okay. Hey, stop that. All right. All right, cool. Every time I hear some sort of delivery truck go by on my street, I always think it's you coming over. It's so funny. Huh. Whose 25K are you trying to place? Whose 25K are you trying to place? What do you mean by that, buddy? Oh, oh boy. I guess I didn't put anything on my laptop either. Dang, man. Whose 25K are you trying to place? Whose money are you working with? Huh. What do you mean by that? It's so crazy how YouTube doesn't even put not one person on my live anymore. Not one like stranger will pop on my lives anymore. It's so nuts. Not even a hater. You don't ask the drug you already got is dope. Stupid. Stupid. Okay, well, get 50. I got a deal right now, 50,000. I got a deal right now for 50,000. But I don't have a lot of deals available for 25,000. That's pretty small amount for the note business. Not to say we can't place that, but yeah, you got access. Okay. I got access. We'll talk about it. We can figure out a way for you to help you place some of that. Um, it just depends on what you're looking to do with it. Uh, I may just borrow it. Could do that. Could do just a private loan. A private loan. Or maybe we could buy out maybe we could buy out one of my partners for 25 grand on this house in Indiana. I don't know. Why don't we chat about it later though to figure out some options? I bet we could figure something out, man. There's a deal in Gary, Indiana, but I don't think 25 will do it. Um, I'm not sure what my partner would want to be bought out of that deal, but grow, duh. Yeah, no, no, no. I mean, but grow slowly. Are you trying to turn 25K into 50K as quickly as possible? Are you trying to get monthly cash flow or you don't care about the cash flow? Are you, there's a lot of different things that you got to decide there with that. Ouch. Dang it. Messed up my back. Grow, duh. I know, bro. I know, grow, yo. Well, we can do something with it. I need to get Riverside. I have Riverside. I have Riverside. So I can stream live from all the platforms on Riverside. That's what I got to do. That's what I've got to do. Riverside, huh? Fair enough. We could do that. I'll look at it. I'll take a look at that today, actually. See what the hell's going on with Riverside. Not sure even what I want to do in the gym today. It's really one of those days where my body's just telling me to take a break. Sometimes you need a break for your muscles to repair themselves properly. And I think that I'm like there. Excuse me. Where are you at now? Like, what part of town are you driving through? One day full fast and break? Yeah, I will. I can do a fast. I actually don't have a problem not eating. Some people have a major problem with it, but I don't. Now, I'm not being cocky there. I've never done like a 2 or 3 day fast before. But going a day without eating and going to bed hungry, we can do. Phoenix, go stop by and see Alden and those guys. Phoenix, go and visit the directed IRA homies. Go visit Alden. Alden will place you 25 grand in a mobile home deal out there while you're there. You could, I'm sure we could get you into our fund for 25 grand, Dex. We can get you into the fund. It's an evergreen fund. You'd make 8%. You'd make 8% annualized on that money, but with compounding because our fund is evergreen. I think the minimum is 50,000, but we could probably get you in there for 25,000. Desi probably let you. So we could do that too. Simple. Simple dimple. We put your money over in finishing the 32 unit off or something like that. 12 to 18 months use of capital, good growth. Why not? You're a buddy, man. When you're a buddy and you know and you know the homies, you should get hooked up, right? Oh shoot, it's Thursday, isn't it? Oh yeah. The gardeners are about to get at it. Gardeners are about to get at it. And it's so crazy how I just don't understand how I could go live on YouTube's platform and they don't even show my live while I'm on my live here. They don't even show it to any new people. I don't see how that could even be possible. I must have like a setting wrong or something. I don't even know, man. It's wild. So wild. Jeez. Let's see. Hmm. Yep, here it comes. Let me just switch this off real quick. 1 second. Bap. There you go. Problem is, I need monthly, my home situation, lots of legal expenses. It's gonna be I'm just gonna go talk to you, bro. The guys are mowing the freaking lawn and doing the gardening right outside the garage door. You probably can't hear it, but it's loud for me. There we go. Just chat with you for a minute like this. But yeah, dude, you need monthly cash flow. 25,000 won't produce you too much monthly cash flow. You need monthly cash flow though off that 25K. Hmm. I can hear it. You're irritable. No, I'm just like tired, man. I'm not irritable. I don't know what happened to me yesterday. I got extraordinarily tired. I got drained, and I think it was a lot of my diet. Once I ate the steak at the end of the night, uh, I was just so tired. I'm not irritable. I'm in a good mood. I just am tired for some reason. Needed a break. Body needs a break. And I'm just being quiet too because the babies are sleeping still. But so you need monthly cash flow off the 25K. Hmm. I wonder if you could just do a JV. If you could do a JV partnership with someone else. Do you have somebody else that could come up with a little bit of money? If you have somebody else that could come up with a little bit of money too, then you could, have more in the pile, go after a better asset for sure. Um, rather than just use all your own money, right? Do you have somebody else that has 25K that would do a deal with you? Therefore, you'd have 50. That's be the question. Hey, maybe Streep. Maybe Streep. Streeper's having a kid and all that, though. He probably don't have 25K liquid just sitting around. Got things to buy. Those guys don't even jump on my lives really anymore. I think he jumped on yesterday for a minute, but realized I was just working out with Andy and got bored. There was nothing to listen to yesterday except for breathing. Funny. I'm gonna wait till my gardeners are done. And I'll get out there and I think I want to do some abs, man. I gotta work these ab muscles. So we're gonna get out and do some abs and some core. And when I start doing the working out and I start moving the body, I usually get in a better mood really quickly once the endorphins get cooking. So I'm just thinking in my head, you need cash flow off the 25,000. I wonder. Hmm. Yeah, I will. I'll get out there and rev up the engine. I'm just thinking though about your 25,000, what we could do, what I could do for you, Mr. Dexter. What would be a good plan? I think that what we could do, I might be able to just, let me see. I probably could give you a private lending spot. That would probably be the easiest thing. Do a private loan, 8% monthly cash flow, amortized. We could do something, dude. We'll figure it out. No, you don't want to flip cars. I mean, huh. You know, here's an interesting thought. I know this is not for the 25 grand because it's not immediate and it's not right now, but here's an interesting thought, anyways. You drive all over the country now, and there's all sorts of places that are in really prime locations that still yet today don't have an ATM machine. I wonder how many ATM machines you could outfit for 25 grand. Huh. I wonder how many ATM machines you could buy for 25 grand and what kind of cool locations you could stick those ATM machines in. Truck stops, you know, in front of convenience stores. I wonder about that ATM game since you're driving all over the place. Huh. Interesting. Now you just want to be a private lender, bro. You want your freedom and you're driving all over. You can't be flipping cars or managing ATM machines. You just need to be a private lender. You need to be private lender, bro. Get something that's good as collateral. Get something good as collateral and give a private loan. Make the money. Collect the cash flow. That's what you need. That's what you need. Hmm. And the flipping of the cars takes a long time, doesn't it? Flipping of the cars takes a long time. Hmm. or it takes some time. So you can't do that. Can't flip cars. Hmm. I think private lending decks is what you're gonna need to do, bro. Come back out here since now my gardeners are gone. Hey, good morning. Who else popped on? Who else popped on this morning? Probably Bethany. Probably Andy. I don't know. Rolex watches. I mean, something to be said. I think, in my opinion, flipping a Rolex watch would be easier than flipping a car. What's up, Andy? How you feeling? Did you see we worked Andy yesterday? People don't think that, just with a set of 15-pound dumbbells and a chair that you're gonna get really that much of a workout. But brother, let me tell you, can you not? I know my legs and stuff. I'm sore today after that little workout. What about you, Andy? That was fun. That was a good old time, dude. No, I think that no, flipping a Rolex watch, not a bad idea, right? Oh, yeah, that's okay. That's okay, honey. Yeah, I forgot to inform you, and that's another reason. See, tell Dexter it's not all my fault. We're all out of coffee, and usually I've had a few sips of black coffee by this time in the morning, and we don't have any. We ran out. We don't have any coffee this morning, so I'm a little bit leftover tired from yesterday. What's up, NJ? How you doing? Good to see you on here. Welcome. We are just jabbing it up. I'm trying to wait for my gardeners to leave. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my gardeners are out in force this morning. It's loud in here for me. Good thing I don't have to hear you guys. Feel good. The worst part is my thighs. Yeah. Yep. My thighs are sore too. You can hear the blower now? Yeah, exactly. You should see how loud it is inside the garage for me. They'll be done in a second. The gardeners keep a good eye on the old front yard, and the front yard of our house is like a jungle, so I'm glad that we have some people to maintain it. It's a pain in the butt. I'd probably need a 25-foot ladder to get out some of those trees out there. Yeah, sore thighs for sure. Sore thighs for sure. Do some stretching with your thighs today. Let's see. I don't know what that meant. Oh, that's a sin to be out of coffee. Yeah, exactly. Um, okay, cool. Well, the blower's gonna be gone anyways. But hey, NJ, it's kind of open forum, and for Andy, NJ, you guys, it's just open forum today. I didn't want to come with a subject. I didn't want to come with a subject or come with the 5 lessons why this or that today. I was over it for a second, but we can have a chat. Getting back from your run. Good, good, good. I hit a plateau with my weight loss for sure. So I need to get on it. One of the things that I need to try to do are these abs, right? Because as we see, when we start to lose belly fat and we start to thin out a little bit, which is kind of the goal with the dieting and all that stuff, calorie deficits, your you're hoping that your six pack will show through. A six pack meaning your stomach muscles, right? Your ab muscles will show through because you're getting rid of that flubber layer that's on top. But what ab muscles are you about to show up? What, you know? So with me, I know that I need to do some more training on my abs. And I like to do these leg lifts like this. And it's a pain in the butt, but this will get my blood flowing, my endorphins going. My mood will sharpen up here in a minute, even without coffee. Body's amazing. Once you get your blood flowing, your endorphins going. Oh, those are fun. Those will kick your butt. Actually have normal hours back. Awesome. It's all right. It's all right. You gotta make that money. Maybe that's what we can talk about. How do we break away and make just a little bit extra money so that we can start investing it? If we get used to our current income, if we get used to our current income and used to our current schedule and used to our current level, and we're not getting much raises at work, and we continuously find ourselves each month spending all the money that we make, there's nothing left every week, always down to zero again. If that's the case, how do we increase our income a little bit without increasing our lifestyle so that we have a little bit of extra money? And I'm not talking thousands and thousands of dollars extra, guys, but a couple of hundred, a couple of $100 per month invested over time goes a long way. We've seen the math. How can we get people to understand that they have to get some type of money working for them at some point? And if you don't, you stay in the rat wheel, you stay in the cycle. And for me, I think we got a pretty good 3-year run here, you guys. A pretty good 3-year run here till 2029, where cryptocurrencies, some, and AI companies, some, will outlast the bubble, if you know what I mean. There's going to be a lot of AI companies that come out, and a lot of them will fail. A lot of the cryptocurrencies that we know about and exist, the meme coins and these kinds of things, I think are going to get regulated out of the game. But if you put a couple of $100 a month, 200, call it $200. You put $200 a month every month for the next 2 or 3 years into some companies and some projects that are going to be game changers for the world, then you can create some major wealth, guys, here just in the next 3 to 5 years, in my opinion. Major wealth compared to what we have currently. And that's just with just a couple $100 a month and just steadily pouring it into there. But the people always say to me, well, yeah, that'd be nice, but I don't have an extra couple $100 a month. Then we got to figure that part out. Like, how can we do something to make just a couple $100 a month extra where we can invest? What can we do? Maybe we can purposefully request extra shifts at work, right? Even though the person uh, who had left or got fired or whatever you were covering for, or whatever. I'm just talking about NJ's position. Maybe, right? Dexter can pick up a couple more driving jobs. Andy can, refer some investors, or Andy can, you know, sign somebody up for the Node Investor University and make an extra $1,000, whatever it may be. I know all the people's situations on here, right? I could raise some extra money. No, I don't know. I thought you said someone quit or someone called in sick or someone you were like covering for them, NJ. That's what I thought you said. Oh, the person quit. That's what you're saying. The person quit. Yeah, yeah. The person quit, and then you got to fill in for them because it takes a while to hire somebody back on, doesn't it? It's pretty wild. Hey, NJ, I would think, here's just an interesting take. I don't know who the people are in your tribe over there that make all of the authentic Indian gear. I know I saw your brother and some of those young kids were making stuff for themselves for like the dance or the ceremony or whatever. So you guys are using all the beadwork and leather and feathers and beautiful stuff to make really awesome stuff over there. That stuff can be worth quite a bit of money. Um, you know, so that could be something too. Maybe you start selling authentic Indian stuff on Etsy. That could make you thousands of extra dollars a month, actually. And you did pick up those extra hours, NJ. And you did probably make some extra dough, huh? I wonder though if you could sell 3 to 5 handmade Indian items on your Etsy account, knowing that they're authentic, they're made by real Indian tribe, it's, this or that and the other. And I wonder if you could sell some things for 500 bucks to 1,000 bucks each and sell 4 or 5 of them a month. I bet you could if you could produce or make 4 or 5 things as a hobby per month, and I bet you could sell some of those things. Um, and you could start like a little online Indian store. I don't know. I'm just brain flapping. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And so maybe uh you start something online like that and you give it some sort of mystique, right? And you advertise it as being authentic things that someone would maybe be able to find only at a powwow, and it's not costume gear, it's real stuff, and you could slang it online and you could make some good money, extra money, right? Where it doesn't take too many more extra hours of your life and might be fun actually. Could do that, right? I was going to start a t-shirt business for a while. I was going to start a t-shirt business for a while, but I unfortunately thought that I would have somebody that was going to help me run it because I'm kind of too busy to run a t-shirt shop full time. And then that person fell off. That person fell off the planet, so I didn't really do it anymore. But you guys could do that, right? I'm just brainstorming. Everybody on here could brainstorm a little bit, right? What can you do to make some extra dough? Because if it was only the next 3 years that we really had to be cognizant of busting our asses to get on top, to get some investments in place, to own some assets and to do that, because who knows what they're scheming up with this great reset plan in 2030. But I do know that the Clarity Act is coming soon, guys. Those of you who don't study the cryptocurrency or economic markets, they had passed the Genius Act, which sort of saved the booty of the United States for a short term. And the Genius Act said that the stable coins operating out of the United States had to, or if anybody wanted to have a stable coin in the United States, the stable coin had to be backed by US securities. And so the dollar had lost all of its luster. People were trying to create new ways to get away from the dollar as the dominant currency. And we kind of saved that one for the short term with the stablecoin industry. That was the Genius Act in summary. There's a lot more to it. But, a stable coin means you can put your money into some sort of a cryptocurrency coin and it'll be dollar for dollar anytime you want to take your money out later. So it's just like a savings account, right? If I put 100 grand into a stable coin, then a year later it should be worth 100 grand still. It's a dollar for dollar. The coins will always be worth $1 each, if that makes sense. Won't go up or down. So that happened. It was called the Genius Act. And kind of kept America in its superpower position for the time being. And then now, if you look it up, guys, hopefully within the month of June, by June, they will have submitted the final Clarity Act to the House. And they'll vote on that. And I'm assuming that they want to do this so that they can make a big deal on July 4th, Independence Day, America's independence to be the crypto capital of the world and so forth. And now we have regulation. So that when this happens, it's called the Clarity Act. And when this gets passed, probably what I'm assuming will be July 4th. And see, I'm making a video about this so you guys can all hold me to my stupid predictions. But I think even on July 4th, they come out and they do a big America's independence. We're now going to be the crypto capital of the world. And there's regulation now, federal regulation on the cryptocurrency industry, which there never has been yet. And when that happens, I believe there's going to be some wild movement in a lot of the marketplace because now banks and institutions will have clarity on regulatory compliance with the cryptocurrency markets, cross border money exchanges, and those kinds of things. So now then they have clarity, they can actually implement these systems. Whereas without that clarity, these systems were just in, they're just in waiting. But when the Clarity Act happens, I think that'll change, be a game changer, and we'll be on our way with some of these cryptocurrency investments. What do you guys think about that? Do y'all study any of that? If not, go look it up today. Educate yourself a little bit. See what was the Genius Act and what is the Clarity Act. And you guys might do, the reason I'm saying that is because I believe some of these investments, if you only put a couple $100 a month into it, you know, um, by 2035, I think a lot of these things are going to be, a lot of these investments might be 50 or 75x what they're worth now. And you got a 50 or 75x multiplier on a couple thousands of dollars because you put a couple $100 a month in over time, right? And you go to, let's say, $200 a month, $2,400 a year. So maybe over the next 3 years, you put like say $6,000 or $7,000 of your total's monies in there. What's 50 times 7? If in the next couple of years that was to 50x its value, what's 50 times 7,000? So you'll get the point. You get the point. If you put a couple of $100 a month into something like that, and after your money has accumulated in there, it grows by 50 times the amount that was in there. What's 7,000 times 50? See how much money you would have by only putting a couple $100 a month into something. The numbers can be staggering. It could be life changing for some people. 7,000 times 50, right? What is that? $380,000? 400,000? So yeah, maybe we think about a side hustle, just enough of a side hustle that it can earn us a couple of extra $100 a month at least. And with that couple of extra $100 a month that we're earning now, we're disciplined not to expand our lifestyle, not to go buy trinkets, but to invest that money. All right. Get that money working for you. What do you guys think of all my blabber? Everybody's kind of quiet. Are you guys just going, what the hell is he talking about? And gosh, it's been a long time since I've been to a powwow. I would love to go to a powwow. I'd love to take my kids to a powwow. I used to love going to powwows. Hmm. All right. Good stuff. Ouch. You guys are quiet this morning. Did I put everybody to sleep with my cryptocurrency discussion? Oh, yeah, it's all good, Andy. Andy, do you own any cryptocurrency? There's a good poll. Yeah, my pops would take me for sure. My pops would take me for sure. And I remember clearly, I went with my buddy Jason one time. My dad took me and my buddy to a powwow. And I remember we somehow found as little boys this area where there were frogs, little frogs, and there was a whole boatload of these little frogs. And I remember my buddy Jason and I getting like some sort of cup, like a concessions cup or something like that. And we found some cup. And I remember we were collecting all these little frogs. And I had a giant cup full of frogs at the end of the night at that powwow. And my dad found out that we had that cup of frogs and made us go put them all back before we left the powwow. But I remember that very clearly. That was a fun night. I was probably only like 6 or 7 years old, I bet you. Yeah, you'd like to. So it's time to start. It's time to start. And as just a pointer, I think that XRP, XLM, HBAR, Bitcoin, I think there's going to be like the top five or the big 10. You know what I mean? Like when you start talking about, we start saying things like Google, uh, Google, Facebook, Instagram. I don't know. You start listening to the big companies that are out there right now. Facebook, or just call it Meta, sorry. But you have like Google, Microsoft, Meta. You could go down the line and list the big dogs out there. And there's been 100 other companies like that have come and gone and failed in the bubbles and the economic downturns and these kinds of things. But these some of these companies now are the strongholds, right? They'll be here forever, kind of a thing. Um, and so I think some of the cryptocurrencies will be the same way. So maybe do some research on those things and start putting a little bit of money into them. I would. But what it does is it teaches us a little bit of a lesson, right? There's some smart, intelligent individuals on here. Dexter Holiday, no joke, smart fella. NJ, I know that you're very intelligent, even though I haven't been able to meet you in person yet. But Andy, smart fella, right? Intelligent people on here. And it's funny that you see that no one on here except for one person, probably me, owns any cryptocurrency at all. So when you look at the percentage of the population and you look at how many people actually have any exposure to own any cryptocurrency at all, it's very slight. It's very slight. Not many people have any cryptocurrency whatsoever. Most people don't even know enough about it to buy any because they haven't studied it at all whatsoever. Here in the meantime, which is really crazy, here in the meantime, the entire 250-year fiat currency banking system that this country and world has been operated by is going under a major transformation, and the old system is being replaced by a new system. This new system is electronic. This new system is not coins and paper. The new system is on the blockchain. Okay. So, my suggestion to everybody is that we start to study now and we start to invest in this stuff now because we're still very early on in the process. Like I said, we're just about to get federal regulatory clarity on the whole crypto industry, which has never been done before. And let's see, I'm trying to figure out what I really want to do today. Really not in much of a workout mood today. Those abs felt good though. Got my body going though, a little endorphins. But you know what I'm saying? And you'll hear some people say, no, it's the government, man. They're always against us. They're never going to let any of us get rich off this stuff. That's not going to happen. I go, dude, don't you understand? They're all invested into it heavily. The Trump family, BlackRock, they're all they're the ones building the infrastructure for the new system. They're the ones investing in the infrastructure of the new system. They're the ones that are going to make, you know, billionaires into trillionaires this cycle. And they don't give a crap if 0.002% of the population, goes from broke to being multimillionaires. What does that matter? A couple, 0.005% of the United States population who were smart enough to get in on crypto early enough. Some of them became from brokies to becoming millionaires. But some of these people are going to go from billionaires to be trillionaires. What do they care? The rich are going to always have the gap and they're going to keep getting richer. But for you, your selfishness, your family, right? For you to take care of your infrastructure, I'd be thinking, dude, our 250-year banking system. Do you realize that then July 4th is 250 years marker? That's why I'm telling you they're going to come out on July 4th and have a new system that'll take over and last the next 250 years. And here we are sitting right in the midst of it in our lifetime. The craziest financial shift and transfer ever in human history based on our lifestyle. And it's right here in our lifetimes. And most people don't have any idea about it whatsoever and own zero bit of it. I'm like, well, we might not want to sleep on it that much. You know what I'm saying? We might not want to sleep on it that much. I bet you 20 or 30 years from now, they're going to say, what were you doing during the biggest transfer of wealth in human history? You were sleeping on it? I guess I can't put my camera here. I'm going to try to jump up here and do a pull up, but that ain't going to work today. All right. We're going to figure out something to do here. But yeah, so I think that you guys, let's maybe study that up a little bit. I would study the Genius Act. I would study the Clarity Act. I would study what XRP is for. And I think that Bitcoin is always just going to be the new store of wealth as far as digital gold. So, as many people have over the years, as many people over the years has been purchasing gold as a store of value. And you don't really see a lot of times people spending gold. When was the last time you saw somebody take a chunk off their gold coin and bring it in to spend it on groceries? So a lot of times, we're not spending gold, but people invest into gold. It's God's money. People invest into gold as a store of value, store of wealth, right? Keeping a gold brick in the safe kind of a thing. Don't spend it. That's going to build wealth for future generations, that kind of thing. Well, I think that's where they're going with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin becomes the new digital gold. It's a digital store of wealth. It gets surpassed by other technologies in its use case in the actual world. So I don't think Bitcoin becomes something more than digital gold, that it will be leverageable. You can probably stake it for rewards, meaning you can probably earn interest on your Bitcoin by holding it, good yields by holding Bitcoin. And it'll be something that's really not used much out there for transactions or purchases. I think that it'll end up just being digital gold. But an XRP, on the other hand, when you go take a look at what its use case will be in the world, you may see that it might have a better utility value in what it's actually going to do for the operation of the financial world. And same with those coins like XLM and HBAR, those kinds of things. So, NJ's out. She had to bounce. Cool. But man, let's study this stuff. Start to put a couple of $100 a month, whatever we can afford. Maybe you're only able to put $50 into it this month, whatever it may be. But if we're consistently putting a portion of our capital, smaller capital too, guys, right? When I'm talking about a couple $100 a month, you're not going to stack a couple $100 a month and then eventually build up enough to go do a note deal, right? So what I'm talking about is diversifying. And one of the things I'd be putting a couple $100 a month into, if I could afford to, would be the cryptocurrencies of your choice based on your studies and what you end up having conviction about. What's your take on all this? Do you have any questions about stuff like this, guys? I know I'm kind of off topic today for sure, but fun discussions anyways. I like bringing things to light. Bringing some things to light for some folks, huh? Maybe, baby. But you're right there. That will work. All right. It's too bad that Dexter needs cash flow, because I personally may put $25,000 into my cryptocurrency of choice and then just hold on to that until 2029 and see where we're at. Or it might not even take that long, but hold on to it at least for a year, for the next year. July 4th, when they pass this Clarity Act, this is going to be a game changer for the institutions and the adoption rate and the action of what starts taking place. Will take a little while to build, but tell you what, there's going to be some massive interest in it for sure. All the banks are already lined up. All the people are already ready to go. All the transactions are going to be on the blockchain. It's already there. They just haven't been able to kind of flick the switch, is all. To Vistula for me. I don't know what you just meant right there, man. What did you just type? To Vistula for me? Maybe I don't know the word Vistula. What's it? What's Vistula? Is that Italian? I don't know what you're talking about, Dexter. Do you know what the hell he's talking about, Andy? Oh, now we got the blood pumping. Woo. I don't know what you're typing, Dexter. Either you're speaking Spanish or you got fat fingers this morning. One of the two. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Rolling the dice. Well, it depends on how you look at it. There's so much education you can do to find out that some of these things are already solidified into the new banking system. So it's just inevitable. Volatility along the way, yes, but inevitable that some of these things are going to actually blow up. It's inevitable. It's not if, it's when. And I happen to believe a lot of it's going to happen between now and 2029. Remember, Donald Trump's the one that's claiming to be the crypto capital of the world. Donald Trump's the one that's passing the Genius Act and the Clarity Act. Donald Trump is the one that's bringing in a new head chair of the SEC. It's Donald Trump, who's president of the United States, who also owns American Bitcoin, the largest Bitcoin now mining facility in the world, state of the art. His son, the Trump sons, and the Weisskopfs are running. You just got to do some research and figure out which ones to have conviction in based on your own research. But I will tell you this, regardless of our research or how smart or dumb we are, I tell you that it's going on right now. It's going on right now, and the banking system is being transformed, and the whole world is going to change financially real quick here. I know that for a fact. We can't deny that one. But we're in a bear market right now, and we're holding. And when the bull market comes, I think this bull market, the only point I'm making, I guess, is that we've seen some bear and bull markets in the cryptocurrency world. Most of all the cryptocurrencies are attached to the movement of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has been the movement maker of the market. And a lot of all these other what they call alternative coins pretty much anything other than Bitcoin. They call them altcoins, but alternative coin would be like an XRP. You'll see like a lot of XRP liquidity and everything like that follow that chart of Bitcoin. So you'll see when people make a lot of money in Bitcoin, people pull profits from their Bitcoin profits and then invest into some of the other infrastructure. You'll see a lot of movement on the undercoins when Bitcoin goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, all the other coins go down. It's a correlation. But pretty soon here, a lot of these coins may break away from being correlated with the same market pace of Bitcoin because of their utility, because of what they'll actually be doing for the marketplace. So we don't know When clarity occurs, federal regulation, clarity finally happens, and then adoption can take place where the banks and everybody can start using the system. We don't know what's going to happen. I can guarantee you this, though. It ain't going to be any cheaper after all that. Did you sell your crypto, Dexter, or are you just down 50K right now? Or did you panic and sell all your stuff and take that loss? Or do you still own all that cryptocurrency? It's just down $50,000 in value. There's a difference there. Did you actually lose that money? Did you sell those coins, or do you still own all that? It's just down 50,000 in value. That's the question I've got for you, Dex. Is it just down 50K in value, or did you sell at a loss? Answer me. Well, I don't know your answer if you can't type it out, buddy. I know you're driving though. Sold. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So I don't sell in bear markets. Excuse me, unless I have to. Some just vanished. That means you bought crap coins. That means you bought those meme coins that got rug pulled and all of that good stuff. So I get it. It's all good. It's all good. But that's one of one of the lessons we learn. You only lost money when you sell your coins at a loss. There's a lot of people that have retained some of their cryptocurrency through bear and bull market now, several cycles. So we only sell it if we have to, based on emergency. And certainly we put very little money, if any, $100 maybe at a time or whatever, into these meme coins because a 95%, 99% chance says they're going to zero. So that's a 95 to 90% chance risk of you're going to lose the money. Why would we make such a stupid risk? We would make such a stupid risk because sometimes they go 2000x in value. But you have to be very good at the market and timing the market and doing your studies and reading the white papers, knowing who's behind those companies and all that stuff before you're making those bets. Yeah, yeah. No, right now I'm probably down a fair amount in my portfolio for sure, but I haven't taken a loss. I haven't sold my inventory of coins. I'm waiting, sitting on the inventory. Now, when that Clarity Act happens and adoption happens, it's going to be good news for me because I still own those coins. I didn't sell them. They're just valued at far less money right now, but it's because we're in the middle of a bear market and we have no federal regulatory clarity on anything yet. And banks are sitting and waiting, and financial institutions are sitting and waiting to put the new adopted system into place, but they can't because they don't want to do anything that's not federally regulated. So we've been waiting all this. And the 4 years that the Biden administration was in place, uh, had who Gary Gensler was the SEC chair, and they were anti-crypto. They were anti-crypto. They were suing companies and putting companies under lawsuits for using cryptocurrency and using the blockchain. They had um, stunted the growth of the market for 4 years on purpose. Okay, they sued Ripple and XRP and put them through a federal lawsuit for 4 years. And it's the only cryptocurrency that's ever been federally sued and won. Even Bitcoin hasn't done that. So we probably got Andy and Dex on here still. Probably let you guys go, man. I'm gonna let you guys go get on to your day here today. Had a light day today, a little bit of a break, some abs, a little bit of exercises for biceps and little traps there. I feel my traps getting burnt with these little exercises here. But still got down, still gonna get it in. Not a big heavy workout today. Body needed a break. Sometimes we need a break to let our muscles recoup. And I just wasn't feeling good last night. And so we're back at it today. But glad we got to talk about something off base here. A little cryptocurrency talk. But, you know, we always made the remark of somebody who would have invested $100. We did it. What did we do, Andy? We did $100 a month, right? From 2016 to now. Somebody that just only invested $100 a month into Bitcoin on a steady basis from 2016 to now, and they had like $490,000 at this point. And Bitcoin will go back up to 120, 130K, and they're going to have 800,000 at that point. Okay. So $100 a month, $200 a month, $300 a month into what is the question? But study, look up what is going to be a part of the new banking infrastructure and system of how the world finances are going to be operated over the next 250 years with the new system that's being put in place to take over the old dead system, and start putting a little bit of money in there little by little by little. And don't worry about when it goes down. Don't worry about when there's a bear market. Don't worry about those times. Don't stress because you're not day trading this stuff. You're trying to invest into it for your long-term future, as if you were buying little bit of stock in Amazon back when Amazon was $10 a share, $5 a share. And you were just buying a couple $100 worth every month, couple $100 worth every month, just buying this Amazon company right on up. Well, you know the story. Same with Microsoft. Same with about any of these big companies. Walmart, McDonald's. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nike, Reebok, just go down the line. You know, there's big companies. And if you had got in early and you would have just invested stoically along the way, a couple $100 a month, couple $100 a month, you know that now you would have achieved quite a bit of wealth. This is the next revolution, is the cryptocurrency markets, the blockchain, electronic financing. It's where it's all going, and it's happening faster than people think. Soon enough, very soon, when we swipe our card at the kiosk to buy something, or at the grocery store, you swipe your card and go boop and buy your stuff, you just won't know. Public won't understand that those transactions are now taking place on new rails, electronically recorded blockchain, so that every single transaction that is now occurring in the world is trackable. Every single transaction will be infused into the blockchain, which means you can never go back and erase it, and you can never go back and change it. So that's what's going to happen with finances. Like a lot of things, people know it, but don't do anything about it. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the truth. Is this maybe why wealthy people continue to become wealthier? Broke people stay broke? Yeah. It's not a magic formula to it. It's just like Andy says. I could tell people to go do research and start putting their money into cryptocurrency all day long. And most people go, back to normal life. Whatever he said, crypto, schmipto, yeah. And they go back and do whatever. Okay. Same thing. We tell somebody about a mortgage note, how great they are. Tell them all you want. Won't do nothing about it. You know how it is. But that's the way the world works. That is the way the world works. But you guys are not like that. You guys will take what I say seriously. And you guys will probably maybe do a little bit of research. Heck, we got AI and all these other things to give you the answers right away, but you got to go look for the answers. Find out what maybe you should start investing some money into little by little. But little by little stacks up to a lot when some of these cryptocurrencies are going to blow up, in my opinion. In my opinion. So we'll see you guys. Go do some studies. I hear it every day on the phone. Yeah, you do, Andy. I know. I know. It's all right though. We're only looking for the people that do see the light. You know, they say they see the teacher will appear or the student will appear. The teacher will appear when the student is ready, right? So some people just have to get themselves ready and then they'll act. But I just try to motivate people to learn more, do some research, figure some things out for yourself, make your own convictions in your own mind, your own heart, and what you believe in. And go with that because no one can ever FUD you out of that, right? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt is what they call FUD. No one can FUD you out of things when you have your own conviction in them and you've studied. So, anyways, you guys have a good day. Thanks for joining in, Dex. Thanks for joining in, buddy. Safe travels, Andy. Let's get to work. All right, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.